Hello everybody, welcome to this week's Fairy Tail episode review. On this week's episode of Fairy Tail was Natsu versus Jackal. And, quickly, at the end of last episode, Natsu was able to figure out a way to, absorb the explosions so they wouldn't harm him. So, after a couple attempts to blow up Natsu, Jackal realizes that it's not going to work anymore. So he decides to go into his true demonic form. Despite the supposed added power and speed you would expect from it, Natsu uses his lightning dragon mode to defeat Jackal. Jackal then decides to blow himself up in an attempt to destroy the entire, all the fairy tale members that are there, and of course the entire town with it. And just when you thought, just when it was gonna blow up, Happy carries him off so that way he would explode in the sky instead of in town. And of course, he somehow manages to survive the attack. Then we find out through communication Lacrima that various other fairy tale teams that were made find that their various assigned council members have already been killed. And then we switch over to Elfman and Lizana, who encounter Celia of the 9 Demon Gates, who destroys their communication Lacrima and then takes control of Elfman's body in order to strangle Lizana. Now, after interrogating Mikado, we have we find out that there is more about Face, and that it's a pulse bomb used by the Magic Council to wipe out all magic in the continent, which is very important to note because that means that if Tartarus uses it, that pretty much all the humans would become defenseless because Tartarus members use curses, not magic. And so then we find out also from Mikado that Face is sealed by 3 former council members whose identities are unknown, or to everyone except the original chairman, who Urza and Mary Jane are dispatched to protect. Because it is said that if these 3 council members are killed, then Face's seal would unlock, and there's a good chance that Tartarus already knows where Face is located, so it's a tough challenge ahead of them. So, needless to say, this episode I enjoyed it when the episode actually started, to a certain degree. I enjoyed it. And they say, well, why is that? Well, that's because for some reason they decided to adapt a One Piece style of animation. And what does that mean? That means that they spend between the opening and the recap of previous events to set up the episode, they take like 7+ minutes. 7+ minutes. That is ridiculous. Like, One Piece has been slowly building up to that over the years. But the fact that you go from little recap to, a 7-minute recap of previous events, and given the fact that it is the same and almost identical to last week's, also almost 7-minute recap, like, really? You don't really need to keep doing this. The episode is but overall it's just really. I mean, yes, we learned some. It would have been better if it wasn't just for the stupid recap. So yet again, this is a disappointing pacing, just disappointing. So I just hope you all enjoyed this review, and hope to see you all next week.